saying that, we also, in partnership with Ecamm, have a segment of our show called Behind the Stream. I have to say that really, really slow because otherwise it'll sound like something completely different. But behind the stream is actually an opportunity for us to talk to other e-cammers, look at their setup, how they started, where they are now, and also talk about the different products that they're using or pieces of equipment they're using inside of their setup. So without further ado, let me bring him to the stage with us. So everybody, please welcome, help me out here, Brant, Irving Fryer. There he is. Hey, sir, how you doing, man? Let me do this. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you got him.
It is such a pleasure to have you on the show, man. How you doing?
I am doing well. In spite of pandemic, we've all been trying to figure out what's next after this year of upside down.
Right,
but,
right.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Love your show, man. Love you guys. You guys are phenomenal. You really are.
Thank you very much.
So what actually got you into wanting to have this setup? And I'm going to make it full screen so everybody can see. Like, what actually started you down this path?
Well, what started me down this path, do you have time for me to tell this story?
Let's go right ahead. I would love to hear it.
Well, I mean, it all had to do with the pandemic. I also am a pastor. I've been pastoring for 17 years now. And you mentioned Keith Pelzer. Keith Pelzer is my mentor when it comes to this. And he told me about Ecamm, and I got to work.
Wow.
He sent me a wish list with several cameras, several lights, all the cords, the Rodecaster Pro, all the stuff that I needed to start with, because he knows how I am. I'm a perfectionist. If I'm going to do it, I have to do it right. So that's where I started. I started out with one camera, Rodecaster Pro, a couple of Neewer lights, and I took off from there. And it's just been growing. It's really becoming an obsession right now.
It looks really, really
it's getting
great.
Pretty bad.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what is the camera that you're using? What did you settle on?
The one, well, I have three here. The one that is my main camera is the Sony A6400.
All right.
Yeah. And what kind of lens do you have on that?
I have, well, what would Keith say?
It's got to be a Keith. Well, it's a Sigma lens.
It's the Sigma lens. It's the 16 millimeter. Yeah. I got a 30 millimeter and I put it in front of me. Now my camera sits inside of my my glide gear because I have a
Now I know you got the other shot that you can kind of show what that setup looks like. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Thank God for the Stream Deck. So yeah, my camera sits in front of me right on the desk. I have a mini tripod and it's inside my glide gear, which is the teleprompter that I use for my Bible study, and my 6400 sits right inside of there. I have a mini iPad, Apple Mini, sitting there that shows the words. And I like the mini for this. Some would use a larger iPad, but I like the mini. Why? Because it doesn't fill the whole screen with the words. The mini stays right where the lens is. And that way it doesn't look like I'm reading because my eyes aren't going all over the place. And it looks like I'm looking right at the camera when I am reading something for Bible study. So I like the mini, even though it doesn't fill the whole screen. I don't want it to fill the whole screen. I just want it to be right in front of the lens.
I got it. I like that. So that's one camera. Tell me the camera what kind of camera did you have? The other cameras? Yes, sir.
See, there's one up here to my left. That's an A6100. All right.
Okay.
That shows. Want me to show it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll switch it over. That's my wall. I have the acoustic sponges over there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just decorated the whole wall. I started putting a few on the wall, and I decided, listen, just order some more. It looks good. I like the way it looks.
It looks pro.
I like that.
My wife kind of thinks I'm carried away, but I like the way it looks. So that's an A6100, and that's got a 16 millimeter lens as well.
Okay, cool.
All right, and then the one behind me is an A5100, but that has the kit lens on it, and that that adjusts to 16 millimeters or 30 millimeters. You can get both with it. It's at 16 millimeters right now.
I like the shot. I like the pics. That's definitely what Keith would tell you to do. What kind of audio microphone do you have and interface are you using?
It's a Shure SMB 7.
SM7B. Yeah.
7B, I'm sorry. 7B.
Yeah.
See, there too many letters.
Hey, listen, you're the part of
SM7B.
you're the part of the team.
SM7, yes.
Yeah,
I'm with the
you're
team.
part of the team.
But I have a purple sponge cover there.
Nobody else has a purple sponge color, Brant. I think he's got that. Like that's
They make these in purple. They make
I'm
the mics
surprised
in
Doc
purple.
Rock doesn't have one already.
Yeah.
I know, right? That's
The only reason I don't have the purple mic is because you really don't see. Well, you do here, but in the shot that you have, you can't really see the mic, but you can see it. Like in my monitor, I can see the mic. So that may be something that I break down and get. They make the cord in purple as well.
Wow.
I have one of those on the way.
And so what's interface that you're putting that all into?
Okay, when you say interface, see now I'm low tech, just above no tech. You got to understand. Please, people who are watching, please understand this.
So
I've been doing this for 3 months.
You plugged your
So
microphone.
when you talk
into
about
what
interface and you start getting technical and you start saying these different words, what am I running it through? The Rodecaster Pro.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey,
So the Rodecaster Pro is the interface.
Yeah, that's an interface.
All right,
Yep.
so I learned something new today.
There you go.
And the Rodecaster Pro could be so many different things. Is it just it's more than just the interface? Am I right, Brant, in saying that?
Well, you can actually use it to do a podcast standalone. You could let phone calls come in with your iPhone. You could record it to SD card. Right. You know, some people that if you wanted to take this and 4 microphones and take it to a hotel conference room, and I could do a 4-panel audio podcast, actually have a phone caller in and do sound effects and opening music, all with the Rodecaster Pro. It
Brant,
just makes it a little
showing
easier.
off right there, man.
I do some of that. Yeah, I do some of that when I do my Bible study. I open up with music.
There you go.
I have people give comments, and we put the comments on the screen.
Can you show us what you're doing lighting wise?
Well, I started out originally with 2 square, smaller Neewer lights.
Right.
And I was having a problem with the glare in my glasses. I do have the glare protection in my glasses. One of the other things I do too with regards to the glare, I turn my monitors in terms of the brightness, I turn them down because a lot of times when we're looking in the camera and we have our monitors up and they're bright, that will cause a glare into your glasses.
Right.
But I have the softbox Neewer. They're rectangular. I don't know exactly what the dimensions are of them, but these are 3 rectangular Neewer soft boxes. And I have them turned way down, and that's what's providing my light. Now, the color lights that you see around, that's a Godox over here to my right. That's a Godox stick light. I think it's a R500 or 500R. You see a Neewer in the window back there through the door. That's one of the original Neewer lights that I had sitting up in front. And my lights behind me, they're just what are those Philips Hue bulbs?
Okay.
That are turned in different colors. That's I think it's a Noix or Nuix strip light over there over to my left in the window. And then around the cross is just some cheap lights I bought. The the bulbs that you see, the vintage bulbs, those are Hue bulbs. I haven't turned all the way down. Yeah, they're Hue bulbs.
Oh man, that is
very
awesome.
nice.
Like that takes some time. Now the ones that you have in the soft box, what are those again? Those are newer lights.
Neewer,
okay.
yes, Neewer. Yes, Neewer. Yeah, I think you can see. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see
the name
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Are they LED light? Do you know?
Yes, they're LEDs.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are nice. I might have to get me some of those.
Yes. And they work well. Again, I changed because, again, I was watching some of the programs or watching some of the podcasts on Ecamm, and they talked about getting the soft. Now, what the soft lights or soft boxes to take away from the glare.
Right.
And I have a bald head too, so I got to kind of watch, creating too much light. I don't want to shine too much. What I do want to do though is, these soft boxes are they have a clear or a plain front to them. I want to get the ones that have the honeycomb in the front because some of the light, it condenses some of the light and sends it to a particular area as opposed to escaping and going a little bit farther than where you're pointing it. So that's my next move with my lights.
I absolutely love it. You have a great setup, sir.
Here it goes. We're coining it right now. You guys are the first to hear it. I said it earlier to Strick, but here it is. Ecamm, virtual software made for Mac that carries your message across the world.